Hello everyone, I am the plane shifter phasing to the universe of Pyre once again. And it has been a while since I managed to pick this game to play. Things happened. Lots of things. Life got in the way. Anyway, I guess Wolfred Sandal would want to discuss the plan a little bit more. Let's do so. Earlier, Wolfred called for a group meeting, presumably to review his plan in more detail. Instead, he revealed some bad news. Wait, what are you saying? What I'm saying, my boy, is that while you can indeed get yourself out of here, it can be all of you at once. We earn our way back one by one, or not at all. But I swore that we'd go free together. We may go free together yet, but it's going to take time, and this is only the first phase. You, Hedwig, and the others exchange glances. Let me make this plainer for you still. Here is how coming days are going to unfold. First, we're going to ascend Mount MacLeod, there to the north. You may not think this wagon fits for it, though rest assured, it's made the journey many times. Next, we'll pass through Scribe's Gate. Scribe's Gate. It's said that the scribes themselves keep a watch over Scribe's Gate. The judgment of the scribes determines who can cross and who is sent the fast way down. Well, Ryu is going to enjoy this place. Only the words pass through there, as you reader could attest, if they did not merely skim that chapter of the book. Afterwards, we reach the Fall of Solion, one of the downside Celestial's landmarks. The temple at the highest point of the downside exists to honor the 8 scribes and meet our adversaries in the light. They are to be the Tempers, a might triumvirate that has been closest to revolt to the Nightwings, led by the demon Ignarus. Yeah, you know him when you see him. He's the notorious demon leader of one of the most feared triumvirates in the rites. But you and they shall choose someone from your respective ranks, Tenos. One of the triumvirates prevails, there's somebody will be whisked home to the Commonwealth. Whisked home to the Commonwealth? Precisely. Once return, or somebody is taken in, and clothed, and fully pardoned. The Commonwealth knows about all this. The same Commonwealth that says a sentence into exile is forever, and freedom from the downside is impossible. Many of these details describe themselves wish to be kept separate. Former exiles and the leaders of the Commonwealth alike have good incentive to protect those secrets well. So then, that's it. We climb the mountain, someone goes back, and everyone stays. For most of those participating in the rites, yes, that's it. But I like your connotation. And indeed, for us, that isn't it at all. If one of us returns, it shall be just a step along our path. However, let's let that sit for now. Gather your strength. We'll talk again on our way up. Wolfred leaves. The rest of you consider what he said. You have time now for your vocations. At dawn, you shall begin your ascent of Mount MacLeod. Have I mentored? Have I mentored Jodariel? I remember mentoring Rai, but not anybody else. Let's see. Yeah, let's do Jodariel again. Very well, for there is much to learn. Your knowledge of that book is vital to us all. We sit down with Jodariel to go over of the subtler aspects of the rites, such as the state of banishment and how to return from it, since she's beginning to understand.
Barathus.
My head is swimming with the talk of banishment. Enough of this for now. Okay. Anybody inside who might wish to speak? Pamtas is sleeping. Heroin is eating with Sir Gilman. Jodariel is staring at the distance. Gilman is eating with Hedwin. Rai is looking for something. What? We might never know. Tizo is giving himself a bath. Greentail is sniffing the air. Sandra is training herself. And Tarek is out on his own. This guy is getting belly rubs.
Instrusantis.
I can sense you out there, somewhere. What is it you want? Nothing on your mind? Okay. Shall bid you farewell. Take care of yourself, leader. Let's hope I'm not too rusty for the rites. Let's go. Mount Elodial. You have not yet seen this region of the downside, Wolfred states that your ascent of Mount Elodial shall begin here. Mount Elodial. That's the statue of a demon. On the bottom right. Here before you lies Mount Elodial, stretching far beyond your line of sight. Somewhere upon this mountain lies the only place from which you can escape the downside. Your companions gather around before Wolfred, who stands as tall as ever, whether from the cold air or the subject now at hand. You sense tension in the air. Now then, you all have many questions, no? I've done a lot of talking, so go on, ask away. But there is only silence. One question stands out in your mind, which is you refrain from asking yet. If only one of you is to go free at first, who shall it be? Go on now, don't be shy. Who first? Questions. Why us? Why you indeed, madam? That I can explain. You've seen the sword you stand against as adversaries in the rites. What is it that they want, do you suppose? They want their freedom back, of course. They'll settle for it on the Commonwealth's own terms. They'll gain their freedom and some cushion responsibilities. Perhaps then they'll have a hand in sending still more exiles here to join us. Think on it. The Commonwealth rose from the ashes of the falling empire thanks to the efforts of the first exiles who escaped this place via the rites. It is the Commonwealth's first and proudest traditions to honor those ones who live to redeem their transgressions. They have a certain wisdom, do they not? But as for you, have been looking for a certain set of dispositions for a good length of time. All I needed was for somebody appropriate to show up, to bless them. So I planted my many little eyes and ears throughout this land, whispering hints of this, absurd as it might sound. It took someone with a certain faith and creativity to go for it. That someone proved to be Hedwin over there. He was tasked with seeking two trustworthy allies, an old buried wagon, and a reader. He was invited to bring others for the ride, all different sorters, gathers enough help, and he he and his friends could be free. Long story, but you know much of the rest. So then, why you? Because I've reason to believe you're not the sort to play right back into the Commonwealth's old hand. The rites, as you have seen, are quite exclusive. You are imposters in this little party. You could be the ones to break it up. Now then, more questions. Your head is beginning to spin. You can excuse yourself or keep listening. Continue to listening to Volfred? Yes. Volfred's explanation is a lot to take in, though you feel compelled to absorb as much of what he's willing to tell you at this point. He prompts for further questions when Jodariel raises her voice again. Hold, you mistook my meaning. I understand your plan. Still, I wish to know, why are we, among all others, choosing for this liberation rite? On a blooded moon at the fall of Solian, an exile from the prevailing triumvirate shall go free. The anointed champion shall plunge into the shimmer pool and return in glory, the book of the rites. Ah, I see. Well, but that is simple really, madam. You are chosen, you are qualified, I should say, because, as the expression goes, this is what the scribes ordain. Though in this case the expression is quite literally true. When the Eight created the rites, each one of them anointed certain or other exiles to participate on their behalf. Exiles who showed some promise of redemption. The triumvirates they formed have stood the test of time, replenishing their numbers as their individuals moved on or passed on. You've met them as they are today. The accusers. A vindictive triumvirate conducted many liberation rites in the past, but seldom prevailed. Led by Lando the Liar, the Withdrawn, and so on. The 8 scribes also formed a special group against which all the others would be judged. That group they called the Nightwings. You bear their books, wear their masks and raiments. You need but show up to the rites, you see, the other erstwhile jockey for position for a chance to take you on. Yeah, well, what if you don't? What if you don't show up? Then you would deny yourself the chance of freedom and deny it also to your adversaries. Victory means nothing, a common right then? Participation is all that matters? Not so, madam. Only the enlightened might regain their freedom. While failure can be an excellent teacher, the scribes do favor the victor. So you see, those who do not conduct the rites or do not prevail in them sufficiently, they may find themselves barred from the liberation rites. But these are technicalities. The Nightwings disbanded years ago. Since then, no one has gone free. Yet still, the other triumvirates pressed on, with fleeting hope that one day you'd be back. It's been a heavy price to pay in all of this. Now, if you excuse me, we'll talk again some other time. Some murmur to themselves about all of this as Volfred takes his leave. Others reconnoiter pathways leading up to the mountains and present you with some options. The Emperor's Ascent and the Emperor's Falls. A gap through the nameless lower summits beneath Mount Alodiel. Right believes it describes you bless whoever goes through there. The Emperor's Falls, a pathway on the outskirts of Mount Alodiel, nameless lower summits. Prometheus expects some long-lost valuables to be stashed here. Well, let's see what the 8 scribes have for us, Miss Moonbound. The sublime build of Mount Alodiel, along with the thin air this high above the sea, has been enough to silence even the most talkative of your companions. Rai, you're not talking? However, Rai has been positively bursting with excitement. Ah, yeah, it was too much to expect before. Isn't it wonderful? I think it really is, don't you? Tizo doesn't think so. Shirukuru, Tizo seems not to share Rai's enthusiasm. He does not like the cold. You've been here before, Tizo, isn't that so? Why would you ever leave? I wouldn't leave. I'd stay. I think I'd stay. Unless maybe I got too cold or hungry. Wait, is that? Something about her changes then. Wait, look! But Tizo, don't you see? Look! Don't you see them there? Tizo seems to be exclaiming something in utter disbelief. What? You yourself see nothing, but Rai rises almost off her feet as the imp looks on, astonished. Was that the scribes? It was! I know it was! They said something to me. They spoke to me. They told us we were welcome. That we were welcome here. Rai runs off to spread the word among all your companions. Strangely enough, her enthusiasm is infectious, and in spite of everything, your spirits rise. Plus 2 hope for the next rite. This is the... oh yes, duration of banishment. You'll get banished less, for less time. Journey onward. Temple High Road. First of the 2 paths leading to the mountain summit. Headwind expressed a passing wind to see the view from here. Temple Cistern. Second of 2 paths leading to the mountain summit. Sirgilman wishes to look upon the sacred waters here. Oh, here is a statue of their kind. What is this? There are a lot of different masks of the Triumvirate participants and statues. Sacred waters or the views. Let's take a look at the sacred waters. These pathways are weird. This place thinks with portals. At long last! The worm surges toward the waters of the cistern. You decide to join him for a brief excursion there after another hard day's ride. You find him in a shallow pool, appearing very much contented. Well, you like the water, don't you? This night, he thought he may never again feel freshwater cool currents against his scales. He sighs, splashing about from time to time, then he turns his attention over to you. You, Master Reader, you are most kind to take with you this wayward knight. He swears to prove himself to you and to the rest. He knows that soon now, someone may go free. He knows the choice of whom may weigh upon you heavily indeed. For is it you who ought to make the choice? Is that not so? This night he heard it from the others, so it must be true. Now listen, please, upon what little honor this knight has. This knight's penance isn't yet complete. There is much atoning to be done, so when rises the occasion to decide who ought to go free, this knight wants you to know something. Please do not choose him, not even if you wish, and not even if you can. He begs of you. Allows this knight that simple dignity. Well, Gilman, I wasn't thinking about choosing you to begin with. I have no idea who I've chosen. With that, Sir Gilman sinks into the waters. Stell waves you to leave him be for now. Sir Gilman does not believe that he deserves his freedom yet. Consider his wish Whoa, huzzah! Great wisdom's clouds over this night's entire consciousness. Whoa, he actually gained wisdom from that. One of his banishes shall instead. Okay. Interesting. Oh, he returns if every time everyone is banished. Oh, this is interesting. He becomes OP when there's nobody around. Saluting his here, human freezes all exiled for 3 seconds. Interesting. 14 seconds after banishing an adversary, humans has additional 10 damage to Pyre. So this returns allies. After using his slash, third human can use it again instantly to regenerate. Interesting. Back. Banishes adversaries in a wider area. After using slash, third human instantly recovers all his stamina. Oh wow. I like this banishing thing. Let's try this. What is this? Depths of the Sea Sojourner. Writes mysteries enhancing William's carefree and unpredictable nature. Writes mysteries William's maneuvers inspired by the traditional undersea warfare. Direct of the under. Interesting. This place looks ominous as heck. You and your companions gather at Scribe's Gate, where the single narrow trail to the summit narrows even more and falls under an archway carved of stone. Come along now, everyone, and be prepared to speak your mind when you are called. Frankly, most of you still lack enlightenment, but we may pass together, much how we act as with a single heart and mind during the rites. Well then, lead onward, Tarek.
Secretaves.
Please follow me. Removing his hat, the lone minstrel approaches the gate. You and all the others follow. And Angel, those are not wings, it seems, or are they? It's a cape. When the last of your companions nears the ark, you notice someone standing high above, who then appears before you. She eyes the lone minstrel first. Is that you, Tarek?
Salutium, Ceres.
It is. Greetings, Celeste. Celeste, the gate guardian. She watches over the Scribe's Gate and seems to be connected to the lone minstrel and the rites. Ah, and how was your rest?
Felamta, Ceres.
Too long, Celeste.
Tantarara Frantus.
It seems your work has built up in the meantime. To bring me this many to the gate?
Well.
Aye.
Estaradantus.
Then let's just make it as quick. She gestures towards the rest of you.
Ransagelostium.
Now each of you in turn state who you are and what you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate.
Oxare Shontas.
Do what she says, please, without question. Your fellow exiled exchanges glances, but quickly comply. I'll start. They call me a headwind in the desert. I've come here seeking freedom for myself and my companions. In my case, so I can return to be with the one whom I love. So the harpy that he falls in love with is not banished. It's not what's her name again? Well, it's not the one that is with us. The woman speed hints forward, though Mr. prompts from Lucky to speak up next. I'm regarded by the name of Rocky Greentail. I just want to get out of here, I guess, with my chance, preferably. Go see Mama back home. I'm Captain Jodariel. I do not truly know as yet what I'm seeking here. Oh, my name's Rai, and I'm here, I think, because the scribes have called to me. It must be then, because if not, then who? Skreek. Diesel seeks to live up to the Nightwing's legacy and maybe see the Commonwealth someday. Sir Juman of the Sea Dominion, at your service. This knight is on a quest to find his honor. He lost it at a certain point. Pamita Tain. I'm only here because my sister's here. Then, as Wolfred steps forward, the one called Celeste raises her voice.
Nakirada.
You, I recognize you from the Nightwings of the past. You are not clad in the raiments any longer. I would know why. I had my chance already. The Nightwings that now stand before you, I travel with them as a pilgrim now. I see, then, state why you are here, as have the others. My name is Wolfram Sandalwood. I seek liberty from each of us, so that one day we all might stand shoulder to shoulder on the other side, and bring our freedom to the people there. She waves him by. Then she turns to you, for there is no one left to go. When they learned you knew the old ways, they came for you, and you could not come through. Your oath's gone, but your thirst for knowledge and you a trip to the inside nonetheless. You're just an old farmhand. Just an warrior from years of strife between the Commonwealth and the Highwind remnants afflicted you since birth. You do not know who you are. Try as you might, you cannot make out details of what life was like in the Commonwealth. I'd say I'm a cryptid scholar. There's some... okay. There was a bit of a glitch here. Okay. You have always sought to understand the world around you, that knowledge proved dangerous in the Commonwealth, but now it has brought you to this point. The one called Celeste continues to examine you, expecting you to add to your response. You wish to return to Commonwealth and to live out your days there, doing as you please. You wish to do whatever it takes to see your fellow exiles regain their freedom. The Commonwealth which cast you down into the downside cannot be forgiven. You want to see what happens. How do you expect that the outcome of this whole ordeal is going to be interesting? I'm torn between this and this. Let's take this. The companions you have met here, who have helped you to survive and find kinship in the downside, your priority is to ensure that they achieve their goals. That's all you wish for now. Yes, I know I'm not going with them, but I'll help them. The woman regards you for a time, then nods on and waves off you. The scribes bid the Nightwings welcome here. Go forth with glory. And Tarek? Aye, Celeste. Be on your way as well. The lone minstrel bows his head and puts his head back. He does not look back. From the top of Mount Alodiel, you can see the distant downside before you. You think on the many thousand of leagues you crossed to reach this point as the sky grows dim. We are at the verge of freedom! But I shall only achieve that on the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I am the Plane Shifter, and I'm phasing out.